Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Izzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to VinnyTortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at VinnyTortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsdesigns.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook for special offers and custom orders. That's sasspantsdesigns.com, sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an outerworld bum with a lot of life.
Yes, it is party time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and it's always good to be seen. My name is Izzy Presley, and welcome to a very special Friday afternoon edition of another fucking podcast. On the line, we've got Darrell Dwarf and Russ Dwarf. We'll be getting to them in a second here. DJ Will is sitting in this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Will. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. Oh, geez. Just check out all the social media. Check out the sponsors. Check out the Facebook page. If you want to support the show, I don't have those big, fat Podcast One checks. I don't have those big, fat Westwood One checks. It all relies on you guys sharing the show and supporting the show. If you want to buy merch, go to the Facebook page. Hit that shop button. Buy T-shirts. If you don't want one of my shitty T-shirts, just send me money. Izzy, you can just hit me on PayPal. PayPal.me/Izzy Presley. And, of course, on the Twitter machine on my quest for 1 million followers at Real Izzy Presley. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Izzy Dwarf. And checking in up there from the Great White North, we got Russ Dwarf, we got Darrell Dwarf, and we got Willem Dwarf over here. And welcome to the Great White North, eh?
Awesome. There you go. Take off.
Sorry. Take off, you hosers.
How are you guys doing? Hi, Will. Hi, Izzy.
Hello.
What's up?
I think the last time we saw you, it was good weather.
Well, it's always good weather in Southern California, buddy.
Oh, piss posh. Then get some bunk beds. We're moving down.
I think you guys are tiny. We got rooms for some dwarfs here.
Well, no, we're kind of like Texas. It's a state of mind. You don't have to be short. You don't have to be tall. Yeah. It's a state of mind.
So there's a lot of tipping going on between us all. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured that I didn't want to bug you guys last night during the Leafs game because, I have respect. So I figured we'll do this during my hockey team's game, which starts in about 20 minutes here. So
good, we can wrap it up.
Because you would have had Dunk crying last night.
I was booked off, man. I book off for the game. Booked off.
Yeah.
Well,
couldn't get me.
You were both
call my agent.
You were both pretty lit when I was talking to you already.
What? Yeah, I think I think tonight is a better choice than last night. I think it could have been, a lot of problems would have.
Yeah. Russ was a bit.
Hey, don't carve on me now.
Well, look, I mean, this is how much I love you guys. I haven't slept yet. I worked until almost 4:30 in the morning. I haven't slept. I was running errands all morning. I shit my pants.
Dude, are you sharing that?
Yeah, I'm
again?
sharing it, dude. It was like
again.
I was.
Where
driving,
were you at?
I was
Did
driving.
You go to
I was driving home from Hollywood. I had to go break the flying V out of pawn shop jail. And
who shit in my pants?
And I was I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go to
who
Sam
puked
Ash,
on my jacket?
and I gotta go buy all this shit. Then I walk out of Sam Ash and I feel this rumbling, and it's like that's not I can keep it down rumbling. That's like I gotta go home right now rumbling. And I was literally doing like when broads are in labor.
Yeah.
They're doing, doing the clenching, and doing the breathing exercises. I leaned my seat back, and it's like I got home. It's like, oh God, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Halfway up the stairs, excavation. There was no stopping it, and it was But I looked at the bright side on these two things.
Jesus,
I needed a new pair of camo shorts. And we needed to mop the floor in the bathroom anyways, so it was a win-win.
There you go. You were at the El Polo Loco.
No,
yeah. Two words for you. 2 words for you. Adult diapers. You'll be okay.
I'm not as old as Russ yet.
I know. Nobody's old as me.
You'll be shaving that beard off soon. You'll look like a kid again.
I like it.
Are you going to lose that by the time we get on the Monsters of Rock cruise? And if you guys have not heard, the Killer Dwarfs are back. Yeah, they are returning to the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Now, if you can just bring either the head pins or Coney Hatch with you, or Kick-Axe, that'd be wonderful.
Well, Darby's not in the head pins anymore, so you should just bring Darby.
One pin.
But, one pin.
One pin.
I'm going for the Gene Aldridge School of Bearding. I'm going to have a beard off with Gene.
You've got a long way to go, Bubba.
Gene's beard.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. This is only 6 weeks in, so.
Yeah, and you are old, so And
I am old, so I could be dead. The beard might go on.
Well, the neck, yeah, exactly. You could die, and the neck beard will just start producing.
Right. It's all.
The other thing too is, no matter how much you let it grow, it'll be hockey season come next year. By the time we're in the
I know.
Yes. See, Russ isn't a hockey fan. Yeah. He doesn't realize he's got a wicked playoff beard. He's got a killer playoff beard, man. Look at that.
No, but Will understands. I'm not a sports person. Sorry, fellers. But my claim to fame of hockey was when I was 11 years old. I did a Post Alphabets commercial with Bobby Orr.
It's a true story.
Top that, fuckers.
I was in
nothing.
I was in an elevator once with Shane Churla.
See, I don't. Who's that? Rage.
He fought. He was a fighter for the North Stars in the early.
The North Stars. The North Stars.
Way back in the day.
I know about hockey, but I just that's a long story, and we don't want to bore people with that anyway. So I have false teeth. Hockey.
Let's keep it rock and roll then.
A bus accident will do that. How are you, by the way? I mean, it's been a while, but it seems like it's yesterday that all that horse shit happened. I mean, how you doing?
Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I just I've actually just gone in for some major repairs, but we really haven't been telling anyone about it. But I'm 6 weeks out, and I'm okay, and we just did our first shows in Montreal and Ottawa last week of the year, and they went pretty well. I'm like Perry Como now, though. I don't really rock out. Not that I ever did. But, no, everything's golden and everything, and it's so great to see you guys. And to get back to the Mork thing, we're super excited to be on it because we all know what a great trip that is. And, the first time I met you, Izzy, you had that mankini on, so that just, ruined it for me forever, right?
Right. Yeah, ever since that day, you've been my biggest stalker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boner killer. That's what we call that.
Oh, we have... hold on, really quick. We have April checking in the chat room saying, "Hi,
there you go.
Hi, Grumpy Dwarf." Vance says, "Greatest band, greatest band, and greatest guys ever." Grandpa Metal said so.
Yeah, these are all our best pals and everything. So you're lucky to have them on board. There is,
The good people of Dwarf Nation is who they are.
And you know what happened today? Are we going to talk about this?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'll let you run the show.
Okay, well, let's get into that. Because
you
today,
can say it.
I've been, starting at midnight last night, California time, Los Angeles time, I hit up that Apple Music, and I started playing the brand new live Killer Dwarfs record that came out at midnight called Live ... Got to have that ... in there. No Guff.
Mm-hmm. No Guff, yeah.
And it sounds fucking killer.
Thank you, man. We're excited about it, and we're on Dave Elfson's label. It's our first record with him, EMP, and he has Combat Records and EMP. We haven't met Dave personally, but Tom and him, they approached us, and we're more than happy to be with these cats. They've done a great job so far, and let's rock and roll. So we still have another album we have a studio album that we owe them, so that'll be interesting. So hopefully that'll be next year, right, Dunk?
Yeah, so apparently there was a little glitch in the manufacturing today, though. It's actually going to come out on the 20th physically. It's at all download now, though. But the actual physical discs were supposed to go out today, and apparently it's put off one week. It's not a big deal.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it was in the mail. So because we have shows in Toronto and Niagara Falls next weekend, and we're hoping to, make some money so we can pay the lawyers.
Yeah, divorce lawyers, that is.
Divorce lawyers, yes. Yeah, we've got more divorce. A lot of divorces in this band.
It's like a majority of my bills. The checks are in the mail.
Yeah, that old gag. Yeah. I should pull out my Sony statement for this quarter just came in, and we only owe $877,000. So
it's getting down. It's pretty good.
I've only got 3 paper routes now.
The one thing about these statements, or like I get statements from Paramount and MGM because I've done like TV and film in the past. So when you get these statements that are less than like $5, it's like, what's the point? You're basically wasting paper.
Right.
And you've got like you say, you have a bill due of $800K, and when I get statements that are less than $5, it's like it's not only insulting, but in your case, it's like, well, it'll probably say at the top of the note, "Dear Dwarves, when can we expect payment?" It's like, well, you would expect it; it just won't be coming.
Keep expecting. Yeah, you gotta love it, but that's show business, right? You have to, as Duncan and I have always said, and we've been in this band, I think, going on 37 years. You gotta laugh or you're gonna cry, right? We never got in it for the cash and everything, right? But we've had a good time, and we've basically got out of working for a living. So that.
Well, isn't it?
You did that interview. We did this. Hold on, sorry, we did this. It's funny. So we did our first interview in a long time in Montreal with some really cool press guys that did this interview.
Together.
Yeah, we did it together. We like doing them together because we can bounce off each other and all. But Russ, I've never heard him say this before, but he, under his breath, he said, "We did this," and he said, "Yeah, we got out of working for a living, and we pulled it off." And that interview was fucking great.
Just tell me this. Just tell me this. Did I get you before LaFawn?
Yeah, you did. You got us before LaFawn.
Yes, you did.
Good.
Is Mitch out there? He's probably.
I support that.
There you go. See,
that Habs loving guy. He's back. He's like in the space shuttle.
I'm losing the frickin'.
And for once, I'm not Eddie Trunk's sloppy seconds.
Oh,
you guys
know
we haven't done Eddie yet.
Eddie's never done it. He's never done an interview with us ever.
Oh my god! No, it was a joke because.
But what about that other guy, Pucus Carl?
Oh, Pucus Carl. He was supposed to be joining us at some point tonight, but then he just he kind of
he's bailing.
Off.
I just talked to him before we came on, so he was going to surprise us, eh? A little finagler.
I told him, send me your fucking Skype, and we'll bring you into the conversation in the second half of the show. And
make it happen? Me. Number one, make him get on. Will get Lucas on the blower. I know he's home.
He's really famous now because he goes live from hell. It's the Killer Dwarfs.
Was it the depths from hell or hell? Anyways, we love Lucas.
And live from hell.
I don't know I haven't heard the goddamn album, anyways. But
hey, Russ.
But we Yes.
No, say Russ and Darrell, how great was it? We actually, all ribbing aside, how great was that tag team introduction to the Ayatollah Jack and Cola?
Exactly, right? That was the coolest thing ever, right? And let's recreate this. Yeah. Like we've got to, I'm sure there's a really small bar that we can play on the ship, and you could recreate that. Didn't Lucas have a Reverend's outfit on? We found like some.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He had a Rev.
So when I saw his garbs, I said, okay, let me introduce him, and then let him bring out the Dwarfs. And that was
But you got to admit, Dunk and I have been around since the dawn of mankind. The wheel was current events, when we started. And of the three cats that we've met over the last 5 years, you guys you're the shit. And you absolutely fit right in with the band. And it's like we've known you guys our whole lives and everything. And it's just fabulous how great you cats are and how much passion you have for this gag. I really appreciate it.
Well, I think one of the reasons that we click is because, being from Minneapolis, which is basically South Canada,
right.
We're almost like nation mates.
And, Elvis Presley.
Oh, yes. And because of the king. And I say
because of the king. A boot. We don't even say a boot here.
Yeah, well,
do we don't say boot? You say, get me a smoke, eh? Give me a cold one then.
Jesus Christ! Now I'm gonna piss myself after I shit myself.
Oh my God!
Charming.
The record was that one show that you guys recorded? Was it one full show, or was it done over succession of shows?
Go Dunk.
Go Dunk. I've heard that before.
Jeez.
We wanted to have. We didn't want to be under the pressure of just one show. It's a lot easier to track a whole bunch of shows and try to get the best takes or best nights. Everybody has an off night, right, boys? You never know, right?
Not me.
And we're not editing this stuff, man. This is like one taker things. It's like going in to record a record. You get one shot. So we did it over 4 cities. We did it over Toronto,
Canadian cities.
Yeah, Ottawa, Toronto, the capital, Ottawa, Toronto. And Vancouver,
the Rock Pile,
and White Snake, White Horse, We're in White Snake.
Yeah,
we recorded it in White Snake, Toronto, Vancouver, and Ottawa.
Right, and we had a great everyone that worked with us did a great job. But we have to give the good shout out to our producer engineer that we've worked with for the last
absolutely Freddie.
Last 25 years, Fred Duvall of Power Lines, and he doesn't have the internet, so he'll never hear what we can say about him and shit. So he's a bit of a dick.
I think he really outdid him. He outdid himself on this one, though.
He did.
It sounds great.
I know, and he mastered it as well. Like we were, right, Russ?
And the thing is, it's like this is our second live album, but I think it's a great representation of where the band is right now. Like this is one of the best, versions of this band since I joined it 3 years ago, and
jackass.
Yeah, but it sounds great. I don't know. I'm impressed with it too, and everything. It sounds really good, and the response today has been amazing. Even with our friends and the fans they're digging it too. So you get like Dunk says, it's basically a greatest hits up to date. We did something off it, everything on the.
One of the cruisers wants to know. His name is Keith. He wants to know. Can you ask them why Do or Die isn't on the new record?
Well, it's because there's so many songs we, have probably songs that people have never heard. We probably have over 200, 300 songs, and those ones on the albums, there's just not enough time to do everything. And I usually refuse to do a lot of stuff too, so.
Yeah. It's all up to the singer, man. Really
my jokes are just dying today. Just killing me.
Because you're hungover. You got that hangover from all that vodka.
No, I don't have a hangover. Anyways,
now.
I'll say
now
bad.
You don't.
I'll say bad stuff and everything. So yeah, no. maybe we'll do or die on the more.
Let me help him out a bit more. Do or Die. We played that song live only for one tour, and it was back in the Stand Tall release. And that's what bands do. You pick your tunes off that release, and then the next album. You got 5 to 8 albums out. You're trying to please everybody. It's kind of tough, man.
Did we ever actually? Right? Did we do that live?
Yes,
ever?
we did. Yes, we did. Because you know what? I started the intro.
Right. No, I
start the tune, man. I start the tune.
I can actually remember singing that vocal, that discomfort sound when we actually did it. For some reason, the sliver comes back in your mind, but the Stand Tall, the Stand Tall album. For us, Stand Tall, that record is that's an epic record for us. It really started the ball rolling outside of Canada, because Dunk and I had done, we had been together not that long, really. We'd only been together 5 years, but we did, in those olden days, you would do 300 shows a year. You know what I mean? And it wasn't on a bus. It was a couple of vans with a couch in it and a lot of acid and mushrooms and Jack Daniels. And we played, we called it, we had club foot from playing too many clubs, right? So we would do, 6 to 7 nights a week, right? So these things, it affects you.
And then we would then they would make us do a thing called a matinee.
Oh God!
We would have to get up on a Saturday after playing 6 nights in these dumps and do a matinee for every rubby in the bar, going, "Turn that goddamn band down!" We're there playing at 2 p.m. Judas Priest and stuff.
Yeah,
playing it was insane.
Yeah,
that's how you got paid.
If he says "fuck" one more time, I'm deducting $200.
Which was the whole pay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in those days we get $1,100 Canadian. So what was that, $50 American or something, right? And the beer is really expensive in Canada. So you have to be proud of us, because we're like flaming alcoholics, and we still managed to support the beer industry here.
Yeah.
You guys down there, you're laughing. You could piss tank Pete 24/7.
I know. Cheap booze, man. Cheap booze,
Russ,
you guys got.
Russ and Darrell, since Guff is basically the most recent live album since Reunion of Scribes, and we're talking a 16-year difference.
Yeah, wow, crazy.
Where did that go? Wow, it doesn't even seem that long, but it did. Yeah. It is 16 years.
You're right. Yeah, Will, you're dead on.
Talk about the process leading up to, hey, we're going to do this live album, and then when you did it at that time, we're talking about the body of work was about 4 records. So during those 16 years, roughly, talk about the new material that you've been working on, because there's been a lot of time involved where you have.
It's like Dunk. It's like Dunk says. The band never breaks up. We take little breaks, like hiatuses. And Dunk's got his own band, Automan, and I have my solo. Stuff I do, Penny Black and junk like that. But we had also, when we, when the deal with Epic cacked in 95 or 93, I can't remember what it was, but we had already recorded a full record, right? And we never released that record. And then in 2013, our manager said we should probably he's the catalyst, Rob Zach's was really gung-ho. Rob plays with me in my solo stuff, but he really loves the Dwarfs, and it was his idea to release that record, finally. So 2013, it was a good excuse for us to go out and play. So we released Start at One, but that record is 20 years old. We have tons of songs. Like I said, we owe an album to EMP, and so you're going to hear brand new stuff is going to be next year. So
that's what we wanted to know.
Okay, well, it's going to happen, man. And thanks for knowing the history of that, Will.
That's why I keep him around. He knows stuff.
And he's better looking than you.
Well, let's not push it.
Hey,
I have mirrors. I've seen me.
Let's explore this some more.
Really quick, Keith, back to Stand Tall. Keith wants to know, why isn't it on iTunes?
That's a whole nother story. A lot of this stuff has to do with legalities and everything, right? You're gonna see Stand Tall at some point in the future. I will just put that out there. But it's like there's two words in show business, right? Show business. That gag. I just got. I have like a little YouTube page that's like dead in the water. There's really nothing going on with it. But I looked the other day, and I have all these cease and desist orders from Sony of my own songs. The songs Dunk and I wrote. The songs Dunk and I wrote together.
Sure,
There's a legal claim against this. It's like this is how the world is at this point.
Copyright infringement of your own music.
Like how do you do that? If you want to read a good book about that kind of horse shit, get John Fogerty's book from CCR. That'll give you a freaking eye opener of the reality. We're minions in the grand scheme of things, but we have our own little great thing. But that will give you a microcosm of the horse shit that everyone has to put up with. And it's laughable, but like I said, we do this because we love it. And at this point, we're trying to make it. No, we're not trying to make it. We've already, done that, got the T-shirt, that old gag. It's so fun now for us to go out and play because it's just nothing but like positive vibes, like nothing but positive. Dunk, it's the greatest thing. Like just to come to a show.
For us, there's no pressure on us anymore. We're not trying to get a number one hit on Billboard here. Like we're just trying to play for the fans that are out there that actually are so excited to see us. That's really all we're doing these days. Just playing for the fan base. They're out there.
You could try to get a number one hit. You just have to forget how to play instruments and just do it on the computer.
Apparently, that's how it works.
Maybe we can borrow a song from someone.
We'll make Mariah Carey rich shortly.
Be careful, she's bipolar.
I don't care.
Anyways, it's so fun. We never got into it for that gag, and we're so grateful. It's like hilarious. Like last week we played. Like I said, we did our first shows of the year, and you're doing the show, and here's the front row, and some cat's holding his arm up, his whole forearm, and he's got like,
the lyrics
to "Doesn't Matter," like tattooed on his arm. Like, come on, that's
well, it matters.
Like Youth Gone Wild, like Baz's tattoo, but it was our lyrics on his arm.
But that's amazing. What an incredible honor to the greatest thing about music is for people to get touched by the songs and everything. It's this incredible story, and we've always been, you guys are familiar with the band, and what our the way we operate. It's a positive thing. It's rock and roll. It's not freaking politics and all this horseshit. It's all about being, loving rock and roll and just having a good time. And of course, you can't be happy all the time, or you'd be, I got to watch what I say because I'll be in trouble. But this is what we project. This is how we live. We're not faking this shite, right?
You can be happy all the time. It just depends on how much pot you smoke.
True that.
I was kind of curious how different it might have been in Canada, or if not, or whatever. At the time that I need one of those koozies, by the way.
Yes, you do.
My T-shirt.
Tell Robbie to send you some down. How come mine's backwards? I guess because I'm looking.
Yeah, because you're looking at it. It's all right. It's all good. How was that era of when the grunge thing took over for you guys? And was it different in Canada at all?
Well, we weren't really here. We didn't spend a lot of time in Canada for years and years and years. But I think like Dunk, what were we recording? Method to the Madness.
We were literally in Los Angeles recording with Andy Johns when that Nirvana video debuted on MTV.
And Pearl Jam and all that too, right?
And Pearl Jam got signed shortly after to our label
because they brought us all this stuff. Yeah,
everything changed really fast, like quick, man. Within months, just bam, before our record came out. Method to the Madness was right in the fray. But whatever, we finished our deal with them. We had a 3-record deal. We were one of the lucky bands. we finished our contract. Everybody else was just dropped like a bomb. We were never dropped. We just did the deal, and that was it.
And I think that's just the way of the world. And this, it's a music is a secular.
I'm sure Elvis.
It's like a circle.
Had his version of
Cyclical.
when the Beatles came out.
Cyclical. Thank you,
Same thing.
Will. You know what I mean? Generations just come up. The rest, the people from the 80s, started having kids and getting a mortgage and blah blah blah. But the music business is a corporate situation. They're about money. They could be selling toilet paper, right?
Hey, and you know what? They are.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, but that's the reality of it. Those days, I would have liked to have been around 10 years prior to us, where they actually would take a band and cultivate it, and it wasn't like, oh my God, that didn't happen, and bloom, you're shit out of luck, right?
70s,
yeah,
man, mid 70s,
a little more artist development.
Exactly, and then you have in those days too, you have a lot of corporate people that don't even understand where you're coming from. Like, I'll hand it to Epic. They never bothered us, and we got to do what we wanted to do. But also, you have an issue with people trying to, not being able to stand by something and make a decision to go, this is good, and let's run with this. They're so worried about losing their gigs, which, I understand that and everything. But, you're killing actual humans' lives. Like, how many musicians, have had that shot and are not doing it, or it had killed their lives, right? It's serious shit. When you come and see a band, these people have put in a lot of time and a lot of passion, mostly, right? Like all the people on Mork, all those bands, you guys both know. These are talented people. This didn't just fucking happen,
yes.
Right? And they didn't just like show up and do this. They mean it, and that's why we can't say enough about Mork. It's like you said, okay, that other genre came in, but this is our stuff. That Mork is us, right? It's all about that genre, and you guys both know they're all over you guys 24/7 on that ship, and how passionate they are, and how much they love this, right? It's the best experience you could ever happen. And I must say, Dunk, we got to thank Larry Moran and right, and Harlan and everything for that.
Absolutely,
it's the shit. You can't beat it.
I often say when I'm doing interviews on my own, because this guy talks so much, I just sit and listen. But I'm on with you guys. But when I do interviews on my own,
I quit.
Well, that's good though. It's a good thing. I've mentioned several times that I really think Mork is a giant part of our success, of our comeback. I mean, in a way, we went away for a while. We came back 5 years ago, and Mork and Lucas Carl there and his little XM thing has been a huge catalyst for us. Huge.
That little XM.
Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Russ?
Absolutely.
I agree.
I mean, they've been a huge part of our rise up. And
Holy no! And Izzy.
We're doing well right now. And, Izzy, too. He shits his pants and stuff, but he's all right.
It only would have been more classic if I was actually wearing my Killer Dwarfs T-shirt as I was shitting my pants.
Oh, God.
And used it as a wipe.
I think.
And it would be the killer dump.
Oh, no.
Dump. All right, here's what...
Keep it classy.
Go dunk, go dump.
I'm in
Go
the
dump.
class. It's my big thing.
Go
Here's
dump
what we're going to do.
New shirts. Go dump.
We are going to take a short minute-and-a-half little break, play a couple commercials, and we'll be back.
break.
We'll get this. You guys can grab a beer.
Get some new drinks. Beer.
Get some new drinks. We'll get some listener feedback. We'll see if we go through a whiz. I know you're old. You have to piss every 5 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah,
apparently,
we'll come right back. But before we go to break, I must tell you about Beater Amplification. That's BEETER. These are balls out rock and roll fucking amps. 100 watts of pure testosterone, but you pull two tubes and you got a 50. They're quiet and they are mean and they are loud and they are fucking amazing. Check out Beater Amplification in look at that Equinox record.
Nice.
And they are currently working on my signature head, which is going to be called the TCB1. Taking care of business, baby. And hopefully that should be done in May, just in time for my shows in Minneapolis with ACK and Tribute to Ace Frehley. So check out the ACK page for those dates.
Sweet.
So we'll be back in 2 and 2 with some more Killer Dwarfs. It is another fucking podcast. RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
If you need to promote your band or business or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to another effing podcast. Who's coming up with these podcasts? Does anybody care? No, I don't. Go fuck yourself. Yes, Affleck. Choose.
Oh my, holy shit, we got a whole ton of echo now. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, that's why I hit the
Attention all planets for the Solar Federation. Attention all planets of the Solar Federation. We have assumed control.
We have got it back. We have got it back. We got a couple questions here from the audience that is listening live on Spreaker right now. If you are listening live, make sure you hit that follow button. So every time I go live, you can find out when I am going live and do the same damn thing for every goddamn guest that I have. And then check out A&P Productions Laser Engraving Division and get stuff engraved. It's graduation season is coming up. Now you can get graduation stuff engraved and do cool stuff like that. And then call up John Palumbo at John Palumbo Design and have him design stuff for you, like a website or a band thing or T-shirts or whatever. He can design it. John Palumbo Design. Check him out. Oh, God. Where did that other question go? Oh, actually, I did want to ask you guys about this. I know you guys do a charity thing every year, charity golf thing, in every August, correct?
Oh, you were talking to me the whole time? Russ wasn't back. I didn't know you were talking to me.
What did I miss? I had to pee. I had to pee.
I thought you were talking to some commercial or something.
We were, but we actually just brought you guys right back into the conversation. Shane?
All right, cool. So the charity thing.
Talk about the charity thing. And I heard a nasty rumor that you guys were going to fly me up to host this thing this year.
Oh, we should. You'd be great for it. You'd be perfect for that. I hope you're coming up. I hope you're the guy they picked to do that. That would be great.
And we have to bring Will up too, because he can put down. You can do the MC tunes.
Yeah, Will can actually be the DJ. Will
come to Canada, you guys. You're both welcome. That would be fabulous if we had both of you on board for that. It would be amazing.
Yeah, it would. Well, tell us a little bit about what the charity is and how long you guys have been doing it.
It's Dunk. What is this? Is fourth year?
You talk about the golf tourney, and then I'll talk about the cancer stuff. You talk about the golf tourney first.
Yeah, because we do a couple of things, and that's the great thing about being old like us now too. So we get to do this kind of stuff, which is fabulous. And the golf is for it's for a food bank in Whitby, Ontario, Canada, and because no one should be starving in North America. It pains me. to think this.
Like our own communities.
Yeah, we just yeah. And it's been going great. I think, is this the 5th year, Dunk? I can't remember, 4th or 5th year. And it's
not 5th. It's our 3rd, I think.
Is it the 3rd? Okay.
Yeah, it's our 3rd.
Anyway, it's hard to keep
regardless.
Count, yeah.
It's going well. 3 years in.
Lucas came up and did the first year, and he destroyed the golf course, so they didn't want him back. He was driving the golf carts.
Very true. They didn't want him back.
Caddyshack style, eh?
Yeah.
Full on Caddyshack.
I have footage,
or even Happy Gilmore.
I have footage of him, right? Footage.
Hockey stick.
Happy Gilmore can actually play.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. With a hockey stick.
But I had the footage of Lucas driving through the bunkers and like on the green, and then he was like, "Oh, I did all that," and then I'm sitting beside the owner of the golf club when he's saying this, and I'm like, and this is a golf club where the trailer park boys come and they're pals with this guy. But the whole cause is amazing, and it's a really fun day for everybody. They enjoy themselves. It was a great dinner, and the charity. There's a massive amount of donations that come in from all sorts of companies, music companies, and regular businesses, and everybody goes away with something great. And it's a fun gag. You guys got to come. You'd love it. There won't be snow, I promise.
Yeah, the whole raffle thing. The raffle thing's big at it. It's really good. All the corporations, put in stuff for that, and it's always at the dinner, right? It's fun, and we actually played it. We played an acoustic set last year. I don't know if we're going to do it. Years before, I set my drum kit up on one of the greens, and people would come by with this full kit and take pictures. It was really fun. Yeah. It's so weird. There's pictures on Facebook of it. They're so weird to see a big kit on a green. It's just so out of context. It's right out of context.
Yeah, but the donations from people are amazing. John Rowlands donated. He's a massive, huge photographer from wherever, and he they graciously give us this stuff, and it's a good time. You guys should come for sure. I think that's going to be announced in the next week or so, actually, the new one, and it sells out. So
So wait a minute. Did people start starving up in Canada when Lips started working for that fucking that food bank thing?
Oh, Stephen,
the story of Anvil.
The story.
Yeah. We're I kid because I love. We're great friends with Anvil guys, and we've known them since 1977. And more power to them. The same thing. It's like they love what they do, and metal on metal, motherfuckers.
Well, the interesting thing that Izzy brings up the food bank scenario is, that's what was depicted in the movie. I would imagine Lips has moved on since then, but I thought it was an interesting parallel that that's what he was doing at that time. So, but all told, it's been a great turnout and bringing awareness to the situation. So
correct, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's all we're doing with that. We're just donating to the food bank, local food bank. It feeds people in need. It's people that are in need, that are impoverished.
It sounds simple, but nobody on the planet should be starving. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Well, I know Will's got a couple questions, and the Wild are on a power play, so I'm just going to let him take it.
And Dunk, you didn't tell Dunk, you need to talk about the cancer thing.
Well, I was going to say that. Actually, the other charity that we've got involved in, and it ended up by a fluke almost, is that tricycle of ours. The tricycle started generating. We started auctioning it off, and we auctioned off this pink one for cancer up here in Toronto, and the whole thing took off. And we just cut a check for $2,000 and gave it to the Princess Margaret Hospital here in Toronto for breast cancer, for cancer in general. And so this is going to continue on now. This tricycle now keeps going back in. People keep donating it back to reinvent itself again. And now we're on this roll. It's happened twice now. They give the trike back. They win the trike, then they give it back, and then we put it up for auction again. And it just keeps generating money over and over again.
Yeah, it's like the one bite. Yeah, we did that on Mork, and I think some cat paid $2,500 for that trike. But It's funny that a gag that started years ago just by a fluke has turned into that kind of situation where it's helping people. You can't make this shit up. It's so fabulous. It's just like it's hilarious. It's it's not cool. It's an awesome thing, and we love to do this. The charity stuff for us is an important part of what the band is now too, right? You have to give back. We're so lucky as people, right?
And a question to piggyback on that regarding the trike. Talk about the unfortunate situation that happened with the Hard Rock Cafe.
Talking about the end of my office.
Yeah, that's Doug's office.
I wasn't happy about that.
The Toronto location, I should say, for those
right.
listening.
That's just a sign of the times.
Not surprised
in Toronto. Well, things have just exploded downtown here where I live, and it's condo after condo. It's just I swear they're trying to do this mini Manhattan North situation up here in Toronto, and the Hard Rock. I actually was really close with all the management of the Hard Rock, and what happened was a Shoppers Drug Mart is moving into that spot where the Hard Rock is, and they actually tried to outbid Shoppers, but I think in some weird way the city got behind it because it's gonna be one of the biggest weed hubs of downtown Toronto. They're selling miracle marijuana at this place. Right,
dope is for dopes.
It's the weed thing. The weed thing's huge up here now. This whole weed, it's legal. It's going to be legal here, all over the country. And these medical marijuana places are. It's just all money, man. It's going to be a money maker from hell. So that's why the Hard Rock had to bail. The contract, the lease was up, and they moved in.
So they refurbished it to a dispensary, which all intents and purposes,
correct,
it will be.
Yeah.
What became of the Killer Dwarfs tricycle?
We got it back. They gave it back to me.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, they were. Oh, sorry, I didn't get your question. They were so cool to me. They gave the bike back to us instead of sending it back down to Orlando, where they always send everything from the Hard Rock. They said, "You guys deserve it," and gave it back. So we auctioned it off at the golf tourney.
Okay, so that was
and made money.
Right. Good.
A different trike, but it went to charity.
There's been thousands of trikes over the years.
They should all be numbered
that's a good idea. Oh, I love it.
They should be.
There
was
thousands and thousands of them. Yeah. And we've kept Red Rider trike company in business for quite a long time, and they're going up. They're like $75 a pop now, right? Aren't they, Dunk?
Yeah, we used to use the CCM ones, and then we've got into Radio Flyer the last
Flyer
decade and a half. But CCM was the original ones. They were killer.
Yeah, there's a method to the madness. You actually have to have a certain brand. You can't just have any tricycle, right?
Yeah, that's why CCM trikes were really heavy duty because he used to smash them and stuff. They were metal, like real metal tricycles back in the 80s. I don't think they don't make them that good now.
They're not breakaway trikes like the Paul Stanley guitar with he breaks them right at the neck.
Sawed perfectly before the show.
So they made their trikes like they made their hockey sweaters. They were sturdy and good looking.
Yes. You got hockey sticks too. CCM's a big hockey company. Here we go with the hockey again. What's the score, by the way?
Get one of those wheels. Okay, jeez, you kids. And your foosball.
Wait, Russ, do you have a White Lion poster behind you? I see four dark hair and one blonde. Like, is that White Lion?
That's a Dwarfs.
And we love them. I did some dates with Mike.
Izzy's eyesight is highly subjective to being very wrong. He just described the opposite of King Cobra. No, it's not. Not White Lion, Izzy.
It's like White Lion. Look at that. Russ looks like Mike Tramp in that picture.
You need an eye test.
I'm 3 feet behind Izzy, and even I know that's not White Lion at an angle.
Yeah, and we love Mike Tramp. He's a great cat. What a nice fellow that guy is, and he's on the cruise.
Yeah,
did some shows. So what a great band. They were a great band. And what happened to Vito? Did he hates music now, or
he's on milk cartons?
Do you guys know any of the dirt behind that?
No, he's just driving around fucking New York in his is it a Lamborghini or Ferrari? One of the two.
Cool. Well, that's the shit.
And he lives in the Village, and that's it.
Crazy, man.
He was on Trunk in like 2002, and that was it.
He's a great player, that cat. What a wicked guitar player.
Yeah, he keeps off the grid. So
yourselves, yeah. Well,
so Mike Tramp, yourselves, and a slew of others for next year's Monsters of Rock cruise. Now,
sweet.
Along with the live album being out, the other question I had for you: any chance that some of the new material you're working on will be available on the ship? I know you'll play it, but any chance anything will be recorded by that time? EP?
Hopefully.
Oh, wait a minute. That's maybe.
Hopefully, but
away.
But you know, on the ship, you get a limited amount of merchandise to bring because there's so much stuff and everything. Right. But I'll send you something as soon as we have something in the can, and you can have it yourself.
I'm talking in terms for the cruises for all the Killer Dwarf.
Those other motherfuckers.
Russ and Darrell.
I don't think we'll have
Russ and Darrell for all the other Killer Dwarfs fans who are looking forward to new material in the hopes that you might have some to distribute and have for sale on the ship. That was the crux of my question.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
you can play your material live, but to actually have something tangible to sell.
It's hard to say.
Too soon. It'll be too soon. I figure we won't get a new record out till June 2019.
I have stuff right behind me, but I'm not going to play it. But
we know it's not a white line poster.
It's going to be up to EMP, I'm sure, and everything. Exactly. But like I said earlier, we are working on stuff right now. So like Dunk said, it's probably. You're probably looking at next spring at the earliest, I would assume, because we're just going to work this record now for a bit, right?
And it'll be a full disc. It won't be like 2 tracks. You can buy 2 songs. It's
Don't worry,
full record.
You two doesn't have to worry.
No,
man, not at all. It was a nightmare. I got stuck in everyone's phone for the longest time.
Here's an idea which I don't think has been done yet. Has there been any material recorded live on the Monsters of Rock cruise that has been released?
There.
You guys can do
Zip it. Let's talk off air.
All right, cool.
That's it. That. See?
We'll talk off air.
You're giving away the ideas, and then somebody's going to steal it. Those kicking Valentina guys will steal it.
Your old material. Have you guys been jumping on the vinyl bandwagon and re-releasing some of the old stuff? Any thoughts about doing that?
We've talked about it and everything, and like I said, like right now we're with EMP, so it's got to be a joint decision. But everyone seems to be up on it. I would love to see our stuff.
I'd love to see it
again and everything too. But
limited runs, I'd love to see it.
It's all up to the money and everything. But that would be fun. And we know our good friend that's on the cruise next year, Jerry McGee from Brighton Rock, the singer from Brighton Rock. He owns like one of the biggest vinyl pressing plants in North America right now. He's up and running in Ontario, Canada, and
it's huge. It's a huge setup,
gangbusters. So it's going to be fun. You're going to have 2 Canadian bands as we know of right now on the cruise, so that should be a blast. These guys are great cats, and they're a great hard rock band. You guys are going to love it. If you haven't seen them, you'll dig it.
Hey, Russ and Darrell, is Aquarius and Attic still active?
No, they're not. Okay. They're both defunct. Aquarius was a huge label back in the 70s, and like a lot of bands like April Wine and who else, like Edward Bear and Attic Records. No, they're
Ian Thomas, maybe, I don't know. All those bands.
They're defunct now too. And actually, next Saturday night in Niagara Falls, Ontario, the guy that signed us to our first record deal will be coming out. Tom Williams. Hi, Tom, if you're out there listening.
Tom Williams, wow.
Yes, and he's the guy that signed us, and we're still close friends. I practically talk to him every day, and still to this day. And he's the one you can blame for everything that happened to us.
Hey,
and he signed Anvil too.
Right. That's why I brought it up, because your debut in '83 was on Attic, and and as you mentioned regarding vinyl possible re-releases, obviously Stand Tall, Big Deal, and Dirty Weapons, those being the key Epic Records releases. And all politics aside, get sorted. It would be nice that those would be re-released on heavy.
And you're dead on the money, Will. You know the history and everything. I think up to Weapons, everything was on vinyl. The only album that wasn't on vinyl was Method.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one.
It's another thing. Attic put out this compilation record that did really well too. It was called Metal for Breakfast. You probably heard of it. Showed a guy eating ball bearings.
Yeah, I had
you ever see that, Will?
I
that thing went gold. That album went gold up here.
And that's a
heavy metal breakdowns on it. Heavy metal breakdowns.
I think wasn't that a compilation of Attic?
It's
Attic
like K-Tel.
Attic was a big. They were a big independent company in Canada, and they also licensed a lot of stuff from around the world and everything. But Dunk's right, that album did really well, and I think it did good for us. But we had Heavy Mental Breakdown on that one. But Will, that's a you're dead on the money. I think we've talked about this. We wanted to try to get, but are people going to buy it? Right? If you have a box set of those vinyls and everything, you have to be hardcore fans in a limited run.
And that's who you focus your energies to, if in fact that day comes.
Yeah.
Because the ones
that you're right.
Yeah, the ones that never got it when it came out. You have liner notes and the reissue, and there's a lot of things that you can add to the history of Killer Dwarfs at that time.
Yeah, but, and we had really cool. We had really cool inner sleeves. They were really. We really took a lot of made a lot of effort to make them really interesting, because you know how great it was to get a vinyl album and everything in those days. It was,
read the lyrics.
It was incredible.
See posters, inserts, all that.
Totally the coolest.
I don't know,
right?
just the smell of it. Remember?
Yeah.
Like that smell. No, it's true though. It's a bad smell. You know what I mean? That was part of the experience.
Same with
taking
cassettes.
That wrapper off.
Same with
cool.
cassettes. Cassettes had a smell too.
Oh, that's that printing smell. It's fucking
new. We call them
plastic.
In Canada, we call them gazettes.
I loved it. I was part of it as a kid. For me, man. When I was opening the whole package up, like Kiss Alive. I'm opening it up. Wow, look at this. Bam! You open it up. Wow.
I still have gazettes in the basement.
Good memories.
Shane wants to know: are you gonna, Donk? Are you gonna get rid of your Leafs jersey? And your stinking Leafs jersey. No. Actually, he even says Dunk could donate his crappy Leafs jersey. That's how we put it.
Oh my God, it's getting violent.
But he also
he's a Tampa. That guy, I know this guy. He's a Tampa Bay.
Hail to the King, baby. I wish. See, I wish I knew how to record this video, because I would have posted this on YouTube. It would have been great. Shane also wants to know if you can talk about your pirate shop.
Yeah, sure. Pirate Shop's a simple thing. It's just a little independent store I started for to sell knick-knack stuff that's kind of associated with me. That's all, like, because I'm the rock and roll pirate to our fan base and whatnot. And I started just doing it for fun, really. It was just to have fun with the whole novelty of the pirate thing. Right?
What the hell was that?
First thing that came out was some rings and different things, and I'm going to keep it going and just offer rock and roll stuff that's associated with Dunk the Pirate. That's all it is. It's really simple. It's a simple thing. It's not. There's no store. It's online. It's online store.
Well, what's the web address?
It's dunkspirateshop.com.
All right.
And it's under renovation right now. You see the first page. It's going to be relaunched. I already had it out for 2 years, and now I'm revamping it to new product.
Russ, that was Elvis Yahtzee you were looking at. Oh yeah, that's badass as well. And
Elvis Yahtzee.
Shane jumps in again. He says, "Will, you put Eddie Trunk to shame?"
Oh,
is that Shane Wright?
He's making
Yes, Shane Wright.
Well, I appreciate that,
Shane.
Shane.
Russ. Any guy that says about the Leafs, that's him.
Get off your oxygen bottle, there, pal.
Oh, are you off that oxygen? Too soon. I hope he's all right. He just went through a serious health issue, and we really wish him the best. He just he's gone through some issues with his lungs and stuff. He's in the hospital. Yeah. He's out now, but he went through a rough time. That's all.
Speedy recovery. Good Lord.
Hope you're well. Buddy.
Good deal.
War 2019. God, I'll be 100.
You already are 100.
Okay, 101.
All right, there you go. Well, if people want to buy the record, they can get on iTunes, or they can order it online. Where?
Go to EMP right? Dave Johnson's label, EMP, or go on Facebook to the Killer Dwarf site, and it'll.
I think it's emplabelgroup.com. That's their official site.
Yeah. And you can find it out there for sure. Just goggle it, whatever you kids
On
do.
the 20th of April, though. On the 20th of April, the hard copy stuff.
The hard copy, yeah. But
it's out now on
today.
All
today
download.
was your,
everywhere.
Today,
Lots of download. Not just iTunes. It's not just iTunes. It's everywhere another download too.
Yeah.
And it's also on Apple Music. So if you just want to stream it and you do it through Apple Music, these guys actually get paid.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's their new gag, right? Where you buy it for 3 months and you can stream everything in the whole universe for 3 months for a price, right?
It's $9.99 a month. The first month is free. It's actually I like it.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty good. You just don't own the music; you just stream
right,
it and listen.
Exactly.
To it.
Exactly.
That's the difference. Okay.
The dwarf deal.
Ron wants to know where you can get a shirt.
At Killer Dwarf's Bandcamp, right? Is that it, Dunk?
You can go to Killer Dwarf. You can get to it easily by going to killerdwarfsband.com, our website, and hit the merch link, and it takes you right to it. So killerdwarfsband.com, our personal website, and then merch on there is right to Bandcamp to the merch.
And there must be a gag on the Facebook page, the Killer Dwarf Facebook page. What is it, Dunk? Is it Killer Dwarfs Official or whatever? I'm not following them. So
yeah. Killer Dwarfs on Facebook. Killer Dwarfs on Facebook as well. It's I think it's Facebook.com/Killer Dwarfs.
And I think we have new swag. There's new shirts out and everything this week. I think right.
There's little pins. There's some pins.
Yeah, there's some cool
pins.
Yeah, made from
pewter pins.
Darrell Pike from Newfoundland. One of Cod's. We must give a shout out to. Johnny and Cod, right? Jerry Dwarf and
you know where
Johnny
they are
Dwarf.
right now? You know where they are? They're at the Rock Pile at Richie Coatson's show.
And
they're doing.
Oh my God! Don't make
doing
Izzy get all hot and bothered. Jesus H.
Well, that's where they are, and they're doing
I know.
more thing tonight, right? They're doing a more countdown. They're doing a countdown.
Yeah.
Oh, and Neil's there. You guys know Neil.
I was supposed to be there, but I canceled for you.
There you go. And Gene Aldridge. Gene is there, right?
Sacrifice.
Gene Aldridge.
I don't know,
Sacrifice.
Gene
Aldridge.
I can't believe you passed up watching God play and came here to talk to me.
Why
we
not?
We get to
go
see
there anytime.
Sacrifice. SACRIFICE.
Isn't that a Canadian band? We get to see Cod every week.
Joe Rico.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, they got it under control. I don't need to be there. I got hockey to watch.
I don't go down to the big city. I have to get dog sleds and all sorts of crap. I'm way to hell up in bumfuck Idaho here, so which I like it. Don't come to my house ever.
Well, actually, Vance said he ordered his shirt in January and wants you to deliver it to him.
Well, January.
Fat chance.
Oh God!
I'm not surprised. He didn't
get Robbie on that. Holy Christ!
Who knows? Vance is coming up here.
We'll see Vance next week in Niagara Falls.
Next week.
See, there you go. And you guys, Twitter, it's same thing at Killer Dwarfs, all that good stuff.
Twitter.
You guys are very good at getting back to people because you actually like your fans.
Yeah,
which is good.
Absolutely,
which is good.
They're the greatest in the world.
And
so we're not going to. We're not going to see you two cats till next year.
No, August. You're flying us up there.
Oh yeah, when you're coming to the golf, you're going to golf tournament,
right?
Yes. Right, Russ Dwarf, Darrell Dwarf.
All right.
Fingers crossed, man. Russ and Darrell, it's good talking to you. Good seeing you both. Give my love and hugs and kisses to the wives, and especially Darrell, to Stracy and the one and only Marlo.
Yeah, she's got her last hockey game tomorrow, so Dad'll be up at 8 a.m. Her last playoff game. That's it.
Is she a left wing or right winger?
She's right wing.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, so much. I hope you didn't lose any of your audience.
Oh no, this is
just brain cells.
Just brain cells. Yes, absolutely.
I toast to you guys and all that Mork and Larry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
That's good Canadian beer.
Look at this shirt.
Dunk, where did you get that? That's too cool.
I know. I found it
Monsters
in my
of
closet.
Rock
I go,
Cruise.
wow.
We own the sea. That's the shirt we're looking at, and you'll
I don't know that shirt. Why don't I have that shirt?
It looks like Maiden. It's like Iron Maiden letters.
Yeah, that's the
I
same.
never,
it's the
I
same
never get
typeface.
anything.
I don't know where I got it. I have a few. I
maybe the
went through
shirt
the closet and saw it.
Izzy, I've got some Elvis records for you. I got some doubles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You just gave me a boner.
There you go.
There you go. Started talking about Cots and started talking about the King. You gave
And
me a
on
boner.
that note,
guys, thank you very much. We'll talk
Sayonara.
soon. DJ Will, thank you so much.
Yeah, no sweat.
Anytime, dude. Anytime you want to sit in, you're more than welcome. You know that.
All right,
'Cause
appreciate it.
I know you have a long drive here.
Yeah,
But,
well,
Good to see you, brother.
it is what it is. So, Darrell, Russ, best to you. And also, if you speak to Rob at Smooth Line Group, give him my best as well. So, you know.
Well, for sure. For
We
sure,
will.
guys.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Love
Cheers,
you,
babies.
cats, and we'll see you soon,
Love you
all right?
guys.
Be good, eh?
August, eh?
Peace out.
Yeah, August. Peace out.
right.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you guys so much. We will talk next week. Hopefully, DJ Will, you can find him on KNAC.com
On Sundays.
on Sundays. And you can also find him at what I like to call my Disneyland, the world famous Rainbow Bar and Grill. I love that place. Upstairs. Hey, dude, it's my Graceland, sir, opposed to the actual Graceland, which is also my Graceland. My name is Izzy Presley. We'll see you guys next week. And, God, what do we got coming up? I've got Creighton Emmerich from Orgy coming up. I've got Everybody's Nightmare coming up. I've got Calico Cooper and Chuck Garrick from
Bisto Blanco.
Bisto Blanco coming up. And on the 7th of May, Vinny Tortorich returns to the show to berate me and take over the show. And he has something very special to announce that day. So that's when we're doing it then. We'll see you guys next week. And don't forget to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and buy stuff and send me money. Yes, it is true. I do love you all. And would you kindly go fuck yourself?